I want to talk about a couple of things today, which I've been sharing with Team Brief. Firstly, the work we're doing both inside the hospital and particularly with our system partners, that's adult social care, our commissioners, primary care or GPs, and urgent care, who are our local community provider, to improve how patients flow through our hospital and out to onward settings of care in the most appropriate and safe way, in order to improve flow in the hospital and to make sure that we can look after everyone in the most appropriate place. And that work has been going for a few weeks now, but has just sort of increased in its scale and effect this week, and in finding an increased ability for patients who traditionally had been waiting in the hospital to actually leave hospital and go to the right next setting of care, or indeed back to home. And that's starting to help us free up capacity and flow inside the hospital, particularly from our emergency department into the rest of the hospital. This is work that's going to be ongoing for some time to try and improve how we deliver better, safer care for all our patients on the urgent care or non-elective pathway. The second thing I want to talk to you about is our planning and preparations for winter. As those of you who were with us last winter know, it's particularly testing time of year in terms of a likely increase in patients who are becoming unwell and who are admitted and come to our hospital for emergency treatment. And we're working very closely and very well with, again, all our partners outside the hospital about actually how we can improve the resilience and the capacity and the ability of everyone from GPs to out-of-hours services to community providers to the ambulance service to us inside the acute trust to respond to those surges, if you like, in emergency demand. And as part of that, all our leadership teams will be talking in the next few weeks how we can ensure we have safe and effective staffing, particularly over the Christmas New Year period, and how we can ensure that all our patients get reviewed every day through that period by a senior clinical decision maker to make sure they get the most appropriate care. And we're also reviewing, again, with our external partners about how we create additional capacity in this health and social care system to respond to those periods of increased demand. And I suppose my ask is at specialty and at clinical level, you help work with us about how we can make sure those plans are as robust and as sufficient as possible.